those guys and women accountable. They are going to get the stiffest sentences we can possibly come up with. The days of a slap on the wrist for this kind of behavior are gone. We are going to find them.
BC Premier Christy Clark is vowing to find and prosecute the people responsible for the vicious outbreak of post-game violence in Vancouver. And she isn't the only one. Regular citizens are turning to social media to try and bring justice to the rioters. Websites and Facebook pages are now posting photos and identifying the perpetrators. Daniel Leandro created what he calls the Vancouver 2011 Riot Criminal List, and he joins us live from Vancouver. Good morning.
Good morning,
Daniel. Just looking at the at your website right here, where you know the faces are very, very clear. Tell me why you decided to do this.
It was just plain and simple. We're getting images on Facebook all the way home from friends, and then just watching on the news, we're watching people streaming in and out of the Bay and London Drugs, and they're literally stopping and looking at the camera. And I thought to myself, like, why we have to do something about this. We need to like freeze these frames and get these up there, because you know this is you know social media saturation world we're living in. Something you know we can do something about this. You can't be anonymous anymore. It's as simple as that.
And you would think, I mean, you're stating the obvious here. We both know that, and yet here were all these people. I mean, there's so many pictures of people posing in front of, you know, violence that they either perpetrated themselves or they sanctioned and looked like they were proud of it. Oh, I want to get my picture taken next to it, and then posting it immediately without any thought of the consequences.
Well, you see it happening everywhere, from like high school parties and just other illegal stuff or anything. But it just, as long as people are making the distinction between those who are actually committing crimes and those who are just posing, saying, hey, look at this fire, here's where I am, that's fine. But like, I don't condone the posing, because even then, it was just a stupid decision.
Have you gotten any reaction from other people, maybe from authorities or from anybody else?
Simply, like, the most we've gotten so far is just like the province newspaper and other media outlets posting and saying, you know, trying to contact. No one from the Vancouver Police Department or anything like that has contacted me yet, though.
I want to go back to a point that you brought up earlier, because I find this interesting. We were talking about this yesterday too, you know, about the people who are just standing there. I mean, there are those who argue that they hold a certain amount of responsibility because they just added to this massive crowd and you know, cheered people on. They also prevented police from taking perhaps some of the, you know, they increased the problem for the police by their mere presence. Should those people get off scot-free?
Well, you can't really say. Like, some people I know were actually just trapped downtown,
right?
Which is why my wife and my friends and I all left early. But then, you know, they are getting in the way. And if you're like, there's a photo that I saw that really stuck in my mind of a guy literally leaning in front of a riot police and snapping a picture of himself with his phone. If these people are actually interfering and getting in the way, yes, they should be held responsible for something. Not huge amounts of damage that occurred, but just for obstruction of justice, at least maybe.
It's very...
not to paint everyone with the same brush, but you know, there's different degrees, but you were still there, you were still involved. You should have gotten out just like everyone else, just like I did, and you know, thousands of other people I was on the SkyTrain with.
Daniel Leandro, good to talk to you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.